It's amazing how much more light and space there is in the garden since the hedge is being cut back. But that'll soon be covered up by climbers, whether annual or perennial, who knows, but that'll soon be covered up. Oh, and now I think while I'm waiting for the washing machine to do its thing, I'm gonna tidy up in here because this has become a bit of a dump. I need to organize this water. I've got one onion I could harvest today. The others are folded over, and 2 of them I've left to go to seed so I could save seed for next year, because I do not want sets next year. I'll be growing from seed. Tidying up and putting things in order gives me energy. I find so much joy and energizing in homemaking and housework. It really gives me joy. I've still got my scriptures outside here and my glasses from this morning. I've been sitting outside in the morning first thing before people get up, before the neighbors get up, before the noise, and reading my scriptures outside because it's so beautifully peaceful. Oh no. Oh, I've just stood on a snail. Oh, I also, after I did the hedge, I got in this pool to cool off and a homemade net to sieve out all the debris, because the butterfly net I was using, the holes are too big, it wasn't getting everything, and the filters in the pump were not coping. I had to change them too frequently, or even cleaning them didn't work. So this new one with the vegetable bag that you buy at the supermarket works perfectly, absolutely perfectly, and it takes me about not even 10 minutes, and I'm enjoying myself in the water while I'm cleaning it. There you are. Backup water storage. That's my angle. That's my story. Oh, and I found, would you believe it, the one place in this garden that a parsnip actually grew in a hanging basket. In a blinking hanging basket that are so neglected. They'll have some vegetables in there soon when I've refreshed the soil and put actual garden soil in there, not just compost, so that they last longer and don't dry out too quickly. But yeah. These onions that have bolted are not a loss, because I'll take these leaves, I'll slice them up, dehydrate them, and use them like leeks. But they're onions, so they'll still be onion. So it's not a waste then. So slice up the leaves, dehydrate them, and put them in the store cupboard. Not wasted yet, because most of them have bolted. Only a few have bulbed. Marjoram I cut from the path because it was literally almost at the other end of the path and a trip hazard. So that's got to be hung up to dry. Oh, the hedge took long because I did it by hand, because the hedge trimmer failed. It's so old, and it's going to have to be replaced. The chainsaw, the electric chainsaw, the chains have lived their life and been well used on all those logs we used to chop. So I need to get new chains for the electric chainsaw. So we ended up with loppers and secateurs doing that lot. Yes, that's why it took all day. And that's why it's so exhausting. Very physical. I think it's quite pretty actually. There's quite a lot of structure in there. It'd be nice to see all the climbers rambling up in there. Vertical space utilization. That's what I'm calling it. Right, folks. Getting on with tidying up. A little bit more energy because I've cleaned the kitchen. I've got washing in the machine. Laundry. All these gates are going to be refurbed and go in the front garden as a fence. You'll see that eventually. I had to cover in this because the butterflies, it took me an hour the other day just to pick off every single caterpillar I could find. I think I mentioned that in the last video. And then the cat started using the bed again for a toilet. I thought, oh, for goodness sake. So I robbed all the netting off the fruit cage and shoved it around here in make do style, just to keep the cats and the butterflies out of. I actually found black currants today. Some of them were confused and thought they were supposed to be josterberries because they were huge black currants, but proper black currants. Josterberries are more like red gooseberries but smaller, so that they're a hybrid between black currants and gooseberries. So nope, that one was confused whether it was a josterberry or a black currant bush. I don't mind. I have very large black currants. I've harvested everything. I had a small bowl full of black currants. There are 2 blueberries on the entire bush this year. No idea why. So that whole area is going to be revamped this year. Or, yes, this year. Some point. You'll see as we get along. This bed over time, because it's a sloping garden and we didn't quite dig deep enough for the posts for this bed, this raised bed is sliding that way. And you see it's getting really narrow at that end. I can barely get through there without having to go sideways. So the bed is sliding. So as soon as this bed is finished doing what it's doing, I'm not going to follow on crop in this bed. I'm going to wait till it's empty and it's all been harvested. Oh, there I just spotted a very big and very fast snail on my broccoli. Beautiful creature. But you have gained some frequent flyer miles. I think you ought to take them. Oh, look how beautiful they are. I can't do it. Oh, look at that face. So beautiful. Yes, okay. I'll go put you somewhere else where I don't mind you doing damage. Wow. There's so much more obstacles now. You start one job and it leaves you with facing a huge amount more. Oh, my mushroom log. I think it's in the wrong place. It's got to be 6 months now and we're still not seeing anything, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Somebody tell me. Maybe it's too dry there. It's not sunny. It's fairly sheltered. And I have shocked the log. It's moist, but it's not. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with that log. And that was a fresh log I used for the dowels. We'll see. Maybe it's just slow. We have had a funny year this year. Oh, the snail and the slug are having a race on the rim of the pool. And there you have it. All tidied up, except for the rug needs a wash. All tidied up. I had this lovely oilcloth lying around, so why not use it? And all of the strawberry tower pots have been filled with strawberries, electric daisies, honeydew melons, gherkins. And all the pots here, I've moved my guava, my pink guava, one of the pumpkins, one of the Asturian cabbage, one of the peppers. That's from last year, that pepper. It overwintered and is still growing, so hopefully it'll keep going. But all tidied up, except for this bit. I'll do that tomorrow. It's 9:15 at night. Oh, you brought your chew outside. Do you like the new veranda? Is that tasty? goodness. Is that tasty? It's bedtime and you're eating? Are you serious? Oh. There you are then. Now I feel even more energized. How am I going to go to sleep now? That's the problem with doing a whole bunch of work. The kids will play with that at the weekend. And in the morning I can put my cuppa and my scriptures on there. Sit here nicely and he will sit in his bed right next to me. I'm ready for a lovely morning start. Okay, Spencer, time for bed now. We're going inside? Nope, not a chance. He's having fun. So, most of my onions bolted, which means they had the growing stalk with the flower at the end coming out the middle. I wasn't going to chuck them out. So I decided I'm going to use the leaves. And just like the leeks, I'm going to chop them up and dehydrate them. And then I'll see if there are any layers of this that I can use as well, and I shall chop and dehydrate them all together, and then I'll have dried onions for the winter, just like I had when I did the leeks. Now I did find a few leek moth larvae, and you usually find like little pitting or yellowing spots along the stem. So I cut off any that looked like that damaged, and I just run them through the tap because it's like a straw. So I just ran the tap through it just to make sure. I do these couple. I'll left some for the end. There we go, all cleaned, and then I just snip it. That's basically it. And then when I'm done, I'll put it in the dehydrator. He's here. Gotta keep an eye on your little tricky servants though. He's here.
Come on, Spencer.
He's here.
Is she drying? Oh, okay.
dehydrate some berries. Oh, it's very strong. Dusty too.